We began this next leg of our journey at Dawson City, crossing the mighty Yukon and driving over the top of the World Highway, connecting with the Taylor Highway down to Highway 2, and then over to Delta Junction, where we picked up Highway 4 south to Paxson and turned west on the Denali Highway. So Jed, where do you want to go today?
I don't know. Let's see. Let's go to the top of the world.
Oh, that sounds great. Haven't we already been up at the top of the world? It seems like it. Arctic Ocean was pretty top of the world.
Yeah, but let's go higher.
All right. Well, we'll see what this brings. So yeah, today we're leaving Dawson City, the Wild West of the Yukon, and we're heading to, believe it or not, we're heading back to the States and to Alaska. But we're doing that by going out of Dawson City over the top of the world. It's about 106 kilometers, so 65 kilometers of a windy, gravel, dramatic scenery road. So stay tuned for images from there. So we're hoping on the next leg of our journey that we'll be able to do some detail photography and
some kayaking,
and maybe also hopefully more wildlife opportunities will be there where we'll be able to stand there for some length of time and observe and photograph everything. We'll see. It'll be an adventure no matter what. There goes Lewis. He's leaving us behind. Lewis and one other camper is all they took on this particular run. Here we go. Thank you. We're loading on first, so we should have a good view of our crossing. Makes the crossing so easy, but you think about back in the day of gold mining and just the explorers that came before that and the effort that they had to make to cross the mighty Yukon. It's pretty impressive, especially when they went upriver, because this river goes a very long way. Maybe most of them came downriver first. Smooth sailing. It's really a strange sensation to be in your van and moving but not driving. And then as we approach the landing, we are crabbing to work in against the current, and the current is really strong. This river is really flowing. You can also see that there's a lot of construction work being done. These landings have to be constantly redone and maintained because the flow of the river takes the sediment away, and they have to reform it so that the plank, the gangway for the ferry can meet up with the land when we dock. sign just said no marijuana at the border. Okay, just get that straight.
Yeah, I'll plug it all up right now.
And these people arriving at the border just wasted. Like I said, man,
Right.
the border, so we got rid of it down the road. And I guess Canada has. Does this sound like a drawer?
Yep. The bags never got put back, Jim. The refrigerator's wide open. What the? Why can't
I closed it.
you didn't latch
You got
it?
your juice after I did.
No, I did not. My juice is
I latched it when I
Stop.
closed it.
everything falling out.
Okay, but I made sure the refrigerator was latched when I was
Well, the
done.
bags aren't on the ground, okay?
Okay.
And you were. The point,
I didn't get them.
the point isn't that. There was no quality control. The pump is still on, and you got water last.
Okay, I got water last. I left the pump on.
Okay.
Here comes Liz. No, we were not pausing. We were just waiting for you nicely. We want you to get our desk. He's about to come around the corner.
Yeah. You would think by now that we would have this down to a system and a routine, but when there's two people, it's complicated. We suddenly realized that nobody had latched the refrigerator door, so
That
the
was
refrigerator
Brenda's
door
fault.
was wide open with stuff falling out.
The cat that put something in it and walk away and think, why the hell did I look back? You know, I didn't even close it.
We've had this checklist, but it doesn't work if you don't remember to use the checklist.
Right.
Oh, God. See that stop sign? That's the border. Stop. No marijuana from here on.
Leave your joints here. That would be a funny thing. Have a sign, somebody standing there. Leave all marijuana here. Wow.
Wow. We're coming to the border with the U.S. Back in the USA. So we saw a sign that said it had a marijuana leaf with a line through it at the border, it said. So we determined that there's no marijuana at the border, but you can have it before or after. So we envisioned everybody using up their pot before they got to the border check station. Seriously though, they're pretty strict. So we've got to be on our best behavior, and we probably can't video this. So we're gonna turn that part off for now.
Also,
Oof, we made
now
it.
that's Boundary Chicken and Eagle. You gotta take a picture here. That's fine.
So we're heading towards Boundary Chicken and Eagle. One thing for sure is different. We are on a paved road. this morning from Dawson City, and we took the ferry and drove over the top of the world from Canada into the US. The Canadian side was gravel and dirt, but it was in really decent condition. However, the US side was not in great condition. It was full of frost heaves and potholes and dips and bumps, and it took a long time to drive that road. We're not even finished, actually. We decided to call it quits and found a nice camping spot to boondock in, and now we're making dinner and we'll start up again in the morning. Yesterday was so hot in Dawson City that inside our van it was probably 90 plus degrees. But the worst of it was the air wasn't moving. Even with the fans pulling air and pushing air, it was really hard to just cool down. Overnight, there were 3 claps of thunder and a little bit of rain, but the temperature dropped to 70 degrees, and as we drove the top of the world, it was in the 60s, and it was blissful. So we're enjoying probably 70-degree temperatures right now, which is great while I make dinner inside the van, and it's a gorgeous sunny afternoon, evening. So we'll be well rested, and we can finish up the rest of the road tomorrow. Tonight's dinner is simple: chicken pesto with pasta and veggies sauteed in with that. One-pot meals have become my favorite thing, but I still want to make them really healthy. We are on the Denali Highway still, crossing through immense landscapes and lush green foliage and underbrush. So much food for all the animals to eat, and yet we've only spotted 1 moose, a nesting gull, and a beaver. Oh, we did see a caribou, that's right. We did see a caribou as well, swimming, probably to get away from the bugs. But it is beautiful here, And in autumn, it's stellar when the tundra changes colors because the pine trees don't, so they really stand out in contrast to all the golds and reds of the tundra. But we couldn't be here for autumn color this year, so we decided we would still check it out during summer months so that we can see just how different it looks and just what we find. The light is changing today. It's really pretty dramatic because of a storm that is in the area. That we may get rain tonight. We're not certain yet. Just maybe a 23% chance. But these mountains here are part of the Alaska Range, and they kind of curve around as for going from west to east as you drive the Denali Highway. They're on the north side, and they're in front of you and they're behind you, so it's really kind of nice because you have moments where you're closer to them than others. And there's certain sections that are taller than others and have more snow on them. Not every place that you go is going to turn out to be this terrific photo opportunity. We're driving Denali Highway at a time when we're not used to seeing it like this because it's all green. But it's different and beautiful, and the clouds are magnificent. And so as nature photographers, you learn to work with what you have and make the best of what you have. And the ponds are beautiful. They are all reflecting the clouds today. So we're wandering and sometimes backtracking to find the grand landscapes and some of the more intimate landscapes that grab our attention. So we've just come down the hill and are greeted with this expansive valley before us and a bridge that crosses over the Susitna River. We're about 60 miles from Cantwell and the end of the Denali Highway, and this is just really beautiful. Lots of lakes, huge river drainage, and forest and meadow. We've been watching